Alright, what's up guys, it's Reclaimer and welcome back to another edition of Arena Tips, HCS Tips, how to get better, how to improve, so on and so forth. Today we're going to be going over a Plaza Slayer that I actually just played in matchmaking today. I was solo queuing as always because that's what we focus on in this series, but today is sort of a different game. I actually just finished playing this game and I thought this would be a really good game to go over because we end up losing this game. I go 17-8, I think. But we end up losing this game 50-49, and it's due to a couple of really bad team plays, right? And I'm not saying team plays as in my teammates. I mean, I think all three of my teammates went negative, but the point of the team plays thing is there were a couple of really bad things that we did as a team. So you can see right off the rip, our standard starting strat, I rushed for overshield, ended up getting it. We got a 2-0 lead, and right now we have a 4 versus 2 advantage, so I'm trying to be aggressive. Just basically fly at these last two people and kill them, be aggressive with the overshield, and we end up going 4-0, so perfect start right there. Then my teammates die, and I'm basically just using the rest of this overshield super aggressive. So there's a couple of things. I make some really good individual plays in this game. I win a lot of my individual battles, and then we have a pretty heartbreaking loss. We end up losing this game 50-49 due to some really poor team plays, like I said, but I have some pretty good individual plays. You see right there is a pretty good double kill, and then I make some pretty smart plays, staying alive, and we blow an 8-kill lead, I think. I'm not really too sure. Like I said, I literally just finished playing this game like not 2 minutes ago, but I already forgot. I was kind of pissed when we lost this game, but then I realized it'd be a good game to go over. So yeah, I started out this game pretty good. I'm hitting some nice shots. I'm on a killing spree already. Start off 5-0. And then almost hit that really nice no scope, and then you can see right there I re-peeked, which would be a little bit questionable, but I knew I was getting pressured from dip, so I either had to re-peek the one-shot guy or take my chances against a guy who I thought may be weak, but I didn't know for sure. So 11-8, sort of even footing at this point. I do a pretty good job of cleaning up some weak guys here, but then also milking. I stay alive behind the thing and then end up out-shooting that guy for the double kill. So really good individual plays by me so far. At this point I'm 7-1, doing really well. I'm 8-1 now. I clean up a one-shot. So basically I'm putting myself in good positions, and then I thought that guy should have died, so unfortunately I stopped shooting at him. Yeah, right now I'm doing a really good job, with exception of this right here where I charge and go down low. I've been keeping myself giving myself the height advantage, you know, staying in good positions, putting myself in position to help my teammates. So except for that one play right there at the end, I'm playing this pretty much as I should. But right now I know overshield's about to come up. We only have a 4-kill lead. I know I'm doing pretty well, so I decided to go ahead and challenge, and unfortunately a guy meets me at posters right there. So basically I just sit here and I'm trying to milk around this thing, and I'm basically just watching the overshield to make sure they don't get it, but I know I can't make a play for it, because if I make a play for it, I will most likely die, right? I'm in a bad position, so I end up milking. I buy time for my teammates. My teammates swoop in and get the overshield, so really good plays at this point. I end up getting a kill and staying alive, and right here I'm just milking. We get 2 dead. We're now up by 7, or by 8, sorry. And then I get this kill, so now we're up by 9. We just have the overshield. We have positioning. We have all the advantages right now. And so what we should do is we should either make a push as a team and try to clean them out, which obviously is more difficult when you're solo queuing, or we should sit back and let them come to us and try to pick them apart. But unfortunately, all of my teammates challenge in 3 different locations, and I'm not in a position to help anybody, so I end up getting taken one shot, and all 3 of my teammates die, which is probably more on my teammates than it was me, but then again, I was still not in a position to help anybody. I try to help my teammate here, and we end up getting 2 dead. And then I get double teamed here and unfortunately die, but we're still up by 8 kills, so we're still doing really well. We have the new sniper as well. I believe my teammate, or one of my teammates, has the new sniper, and so he takes the sniper to blue. That was him right there. And so we have still have the advantage, and basically all we need to do right here is not die. So we need to either make a push or hold as a team, and unfortunately we all start to get picked apart. I leave my teammate in blue by himself, and so he's trying to hit a world star shot. My 2 teammates basically sit still and end up dying, and I get double teamed here and end up dying. So that was a 4, or I think that was like a 6 for 1, or no, it can't have been that bad because we're only winning by 4. I don't even know. Fucking numbers, dude. But basically they kill us. They're within 4 now. They have snipe, and they're basically at this point, I remember, because I was talking to myself, I couldn't, nobody in game had mics, so I basically, I just remember, I said out loud, I was like, stop dying, because at this point, when they have the sniper and they kill all of us and they have positioning, you don't need to push at all. Pushing by yourself is just about the worst thing you can do, and you can see all of my teammates just did it. I'm doing the right thing here by sitting still, but unfortunately, because all of my teammates pushed, literally every single one of my teammates pushed out by themselves and ended up dying, and because of that, I end up getting collapsed on, and there's nothing I can do. And so I don't want to be the whole everything is their fault and nothing is my fault and I did everything right in this game. But this is one of those games where I did most of the things right and kind of got screwed over by not necessarily bad teammates, but just lack of communication, which definitely happens when you're solo queuing. But right there was a pretty good break for us. We end up getting a couple kills as well as burning the overshield, and we're starting to get positioning. But that guy makes a really, really good play. He combos me and then just combos me and then dips. And so luckily teammate gets a double kill, and other teammate gets the third guy. So I'm basically just juking these guys. I'm trying to stay alive. I'm just putting damage on people. Just trying to be the hardest kill I can possibly be, being annoying. You know, trying to peek shoot and just stay alive and milk, and not necessarily challenge for kills, but just challenge to put damage on people. And unfortunately, this server was a little bit laggy, so you're going to see evidence of that. So right now I'm just being a team player. Like I said, I just put shots on a couple different people, and I flanked to a different area, and I challenge right here, and end up killing this guy. And then I'm basically, like I've been saying, stay alive, be annoying, which is one of the best things that you can do. See, like right here, I'm putting shots on people, and I'm just getting out of dodge. And right here, I end up catching a guy over here, I think. So playing really well at this point. This guy challenges me when I have the height advantage, and I just basically end up killing him pretty easily. So I'm on a killing spree, but I also don't have any ammo. So this is one of the better plays that I make in this match. I see this guy, and so I think that if he has his back turned to me, I might be able to jump up and get a back smack, but instead I end up getting a couple shots on and then run and grab the LR, get that guy a little bit weak, and then just dip. So I just got two people weak. I just backed him up. I knew the sniper was coming up. I knew the OS would be up 25-30 seconds after that. So that was a really good play by me. I basically flanked. I got a couple of them weak. I made them a little bit paranoid, and then I just dipped. So that was a pretty good play, even though I didn't get any kills there. Just anything you can do to sort of get into the other team's head and do damage, even if you're not getting kills, still doing damage and buying time for our team, which allowed us to get a setup, which allowed us to get the new sniper. And basically, we have numbers. We have a 4-kill lead. It's 40-36. And at this point, we should win this game with no problems. Unfortunately, I dropped down and the OS was super late, so they end up getting it because I get forced out of position here. Which is probably where they ended up winning the game. My teammate somehow got 5'd. He was also top center with me. I don't know what he was doing, but because I got forced out of position, they ended up getting the overshield. So I try to milk. Basically, teammate hits a really disgusting no-scope. But now we've only got a 3-kill lead, and we're all trapped bottom middle. They have the overshield. This guy just outshoots me because I missed a shot in the middle of my burst. But we still have a 3-kill lead. Teammate is trapped with sniper. But basically, if we play this right, we might be able to win, but they have the overshield. They have a good chance of coming back. So here is where we make the worst possible play that we can make. We all push into yard, and then we all, like, none of us challenge the same angles, and we all just get collapsed on, and we all die here. We give them the sniper, and then they get a clean 4 dead on us. So right here, you can see we got collapsed on from blue and from yard. I didn't know who to shoot at, and we just went 4 dead, and now they have the lead, 1-kill lead, and a sniper. And so that was probably the worst thing that we could have done there. If you're going to all hide in yard, you need to probably take the same angles. So if somebody pushes, you want to at least get a trade there. You want to try to go 4 for 3 or 4 for 2 or something, or even come out on top, best case scenario. But basically, my teammates are all getting sniped here. I'm trying to walk so they don't see me on radar, and I'm also trying to get in a position where I can at least contest somebody. I end up getting a kill here, and I know that I have to get out of here, but I'm getting pressure from all sides, so I end up dying there, but I did some pretty good damage. So we're down by 4, and we just got a couple kills, and so basically we have a chance to win this game, but we need to play it right. So we're down 44-48, and we actually do a pretty good job here. Teammate gets killed, so we have numbers at this point. This guy challenges by himself, and I end up punishing him. And then I make a really good play in milking behind this thing. I basically buy time for my teammate to come help me, and then that guy either ran out of ammo or missed a bunch of shots or something, so we end up tying it up 48-48. And then this is where we have the pretty heartbreaking loss, and you guys will see here in a second. I think I play this pretty well. I take an unconventional angle. I kind of left my teammate, kind of hung him out to dry at nest, which probably was not the best thing in the world. Teammate, that was probably here. We'll go back and focus on that for a second. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but my teammate basically challenged by himself top yellow and gave up just about the stupidest death you could possibly give up in this scenario. So let's switch to him. It might be this guy who's top yellow. It's 48-48, and he's top yellow. And then 3 peaks for some reason. I mean, there were guys over here. So this is probably a situation where he doesn't need to be top yellow at all. Instead of repeaking this, he needs to thrust backward and try to get to dip or blue or something. Because repeaking right here when you're down in the battle and it's an easy angle for him to shoot is just about the worst thing you can do, and that gives them the 48-49 advantage. And so I see all these guys. I try to hide in blue, but I know that, see, all right, so right here, here's what's going through my head at this point. I've seen at least 2, maybe 3 people at this LR loop area, and I know they're going to try to push. They need 1 kill, we need 2. I know that there's a guy in yard because my teammate just died here, so I go into blue, and I'm weak, and I know that if they're communicating that they've probably called me out, right? So instead of waiting here in blue, because that guy, I mean, the guy ended up not being here, but he could have been here, I drop down to market. I sort of fake going into blue, and then I drop down market, and I see, basically, you can see I'm scoped in right here. I'm looking at loop. It's 49-49. One of my teammates just got a kill, and so I'm trying to see if, because people will hide. I don't know why I'm pointing at my monitor. You guys can't see, but if you see this close right corner where I'm aiming, basically right where I'm aiming over here, sometimes when people make loop pushes, they'll hide around this corner when they're like weak before they challenge nest, because the people from nest can't see it. But I know that since I'm taking this angle, if I see a weak person here, I'll be able to clean him up. And then the best thing ever falls into my lap. This kill falls into my lap, and so I try to take my time with this, and unfortunately I don't move fast enough. My teammate Blue Truck does nothing to help, and my other teammate just doesn't do a good job enough of staying alive, and we don't end up getting the kill. So we end up losing 50-49. I go 17-8. All 3 of my teammates go negative. But it's more about the, even though I was making good individual plays in that game, there were 2 or 3 really, really bad team plays that I pointed out, and they made some really, really good team plays to come back in this game and win, and they pushed as a team and played as a team, and we did not. So even though everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone was either searching with a duo or solo queuing like I was, and there was no communication, you still need to be aware and play off of your teammates, and our team just did not do a very good job of that this game, and because of that we ended up losing 50-49. So you can have a player like me go positive, and you know, I went positive 9, and we still lost because we weren't making good team plays. So individual plays and stats mean nothing when you end up losing the game as a team. So I hope that didn't come off too much of like, oh, I did really good, but my teammates failed me in this one. There were a couple of plays that could have been better by both me and my teammates, and like I said, we made some bad pushes as a team. So I hope you guys could learn from that. I hope you guys can understand why certain things were good and why certain things were bad, and sort of understand my thought process going into games. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try to do more of these because you guys have said that they're really helpful and that you enjoy sort of my analysis on things like this. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do more of these. I hope you guys enjoyed. Likes are appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one.